My name is Banny Aiello, and I want to share with you a little bit about a course I'm teaching this spring that you may be interested in called Peaceful Mind, Joyful Heart. It will incorporate some mindfulness training. Now, what is mindfulness training? Basically, what it says, training our mind. So how do we know if our mind needs to be trained? Well, an untrained mind does things like ruminate. Ruminating is where there's one subject that maybe something's happened that's annoyed us or upset us, confused us or frustrated us at work or with a family situation or relationship, and the mind won't get off it. It just plays the situation over and over again. Maybe it rehearses what you're going to say to them and then plays back what they said to you and what you might say back, and basically just thinking about it over and over again. Rumination. Another thing the mind likes to do a lot is to just exaggerate the negative and downplay the positive. So for instance, you might have done 20, 50, 100 good things today, positive things, but one thing that you may have done wrong or made a mistake in, and that's what the mind wants to focus on and exaggerate and play that up, and it also likes to punish us for it, and where we'll start beating ourselves up and being really negative towards ourselves. So it's very hard to feel peaceful or happy when the mind is doing those things. Another thing it likes to do is worry, and it can be about one worry like rumination, or it can bounce around to a whole bunch of different worries. The mind loves drama and negativity, and the problem with all that is that however the mind is thinking, that's going to result in the way that we feel, and every negative thought releases chemistry in the body. So a negative thought would release cortisol, the stress hormone, that is going to contribute to us feeling stressed and anxious, as well as contributing to the body not being as well. The body being sick from the dis-ease contributes to diseases of all kinds when there's too much cortisol. So our thoughts that we're thinking is actually very, very important, not only to our health, our physical health, but also to our happiness and our peace of mind, regardless of any situation that's going on. So the reason I got into mindfulness training is because I have a son with special needs, and I realized that I could just be unhappy and stressed my entire life unless I really did something about it. And so this mindfulness training has helped me tremendously in that area. So mindfulness training is really important. The mind also likes to catastrophize. We talk about that in the program. So catastrophizing is where one thing goes wrong. Maybe, for example, you're late for work, and then the mind will not just let that go. It wants to take it to the worst case scenario. It will start to imagine that now you're going to get a bad review, and then you won't get your raise, and then you won't have enough money to pay your bills, and then always worst case. So you might consider if your mind does some of those things. And well, some people don't know what their mind is doing because they're not kind of really aware of it. So awareness is a big part of the program, where you're aware of what is going on, what is the tape that's playing in the mind. And one way you can surely tell what your mind is doing is how you're feeling. So if you're feeling stressed and anxious, that is a very good indicator that your mind has been hanging out in places that are negative and contributing to your dis-ease, disease, anxiety, depression, all those things. And if you're feeling really joyful and peaceful, then that's the indicator your mind has been hanging out in all the positive places. So the course teaches strategies and techniques to shift and train the mind, as well as shift and release. And when we are feeling very sad or upset about something, it also teaches some really good strategies to move through them, not just denying them or pushing them away or numbing ourselves, but how to work through them to a place of resolution and transformation. So yes, I got trained in teacher certification in the mindfulness-based stress reduction program from the University of San Diego, California's Medical Center several years ago, and I've taught the program a few times now. And I'm going to be taking the parts of the program that I feel like were the most effective and helpful to people. And I'm also incorporating into this program a few other things, some energy work. So we'll be doing some emotional freedom technique or tapping and other forms of energy to shift old beliefs into new beliefs. I'm also going to be incorporating some positive psychology work, primarily the work of Sean Aker out of Harvard. So I'll be using some of the work from other experts or in teachers in the field, such as Eckhart Tolle and Dr. Joe Dispenza and Bruce Lipton. So if you are interested in learning more, I encourage you to please check out the webpage that I will attach to this link, and you can learn more. Feel free to message me if you have any questions, or give me a call and we can chat more about it on the phone. So I hope that you will join me. Thank you.